Today's video is whitewater rafting down the Zambezi. It was our final day at Victoria Falls, so we reminisced about our trip. It started off with a road trip across the desert of Namibia, seeing the spectacular sand dunes and desert, the quiver trees, looking for tortoises, seeing interesting plants, the sunsets and sunrises, learning about baboons, and making our way across the border into South Africa, then Botswana, seeing all the wildlife. But this was our last day in Victoria Falls. We didn't realize at the time that the raft trip was over 20 miles and over 24 sets of rapids, plus a hike up and down the canyon. It began simple enough with instruction. Kelly seemed to be paying attention, but that look on his face made me wonder, but perhaps it was just all the warthogs. Once instruction was done, then we loaded into a bus and traveled to the edge of the canyon, where we would begin our long climb down after we got our life preservers and paddles. Oh, it seemed like it would be so much fun. Once we finally got the boats in the water, we received further instruction on how to paddle backwards, forwards, turn, and of course, how to climb back in the boat once you fell out. The first rapid was pretty mild, and it seemed like it was going to be a fun day. As you can see from our paddling, I'm not really sure that it did any good. Once you hit those rapids, you're just going where the water takes you. Fortunately, we made it through fine and celebrated. But, of course, that was an early celebration. That's me in the blue shirt with the orange helmet, and somehow I'm one of the few at the back that managed to stay on. I guess I could mention too that I did help pull at least one of the two people back onto the raft. It's a team effort. This happened to be the raft ahead of us, and so we could watch and see what we were about to encounter. I have to say it's a little disconcerting when you see basically all but two people fall off the raft. At least this time the raft didn't flip completely over as I'd seen previously. Oh boy, and now it's our turn. Let's see what happens. Now, we didn't lose anyone, so who knows, maybe that paddling did make a difference. You never really knew what the next rapid was going to bring. And the guide said we had 24, and we were only on number 8. I thought I was going to die. But this one wasn't too bad, so maybe I would make it. Let's see what the next rapid brings. It doesn't look bad. But looks can be deceiving. This would be the one where I fly off the boat. Yep, swallowed under the water, and there I go. Let's just not get bashed on any rocks going down the river now. Eventually, we did get to the end, and fortunately, we did survive.
Hello! How was it?
It was great. I made it.
Thank you.
I felt pretty much the same way. I was glad I made it. But now we had that hike up the top of the canyon. And I'll tell you, it was a killer. But we'll never forget whitewater rafting down the Zambezi. Now all that was left were memories and a plane flight back home.